And then later we go to the theatre. Jesus Christ. That was the cannon. Okay. That was the castle cannon. I just thought there was an attack.
Edinburgh's cobbled streets have whispered stories to writers for centuries, from Robert Louis Stevenson to J.K. Rowling. Every corner feels like a page waiting to be turned.
Good morning and welcome to another video. I am so excited you're here today because it is a new year and I am in my all-time favorite city. I am in Edinburgh with my family and we obviously have a bunch of really exciting things planned throughout the days, but the mornings are still free and I got them all to myself. So I got up at Sparrow's Fart and it's freezing cold this morning, but I am on my way to my favorite cafe, which is conveniently just around the corner of my hotel. And I'm gonna go there and journal a bit, and then afterwards the plan is to watch the sunrise from Calton Hill. Exciting! So happy.
At this point, you might be wondering who I am and what I'm doing here in this cozy Edinburgh cafe with my journal. Let me introduce myself. You can call me G, and that's just the letter G, which encapsulates my two writing worlds. I'm a hybrid author, which means I work in both traditional publishing and self-publishing. Under my pen name Gisele Stein, I write magical women's fiction in English. Under my birth name Gesa Neitzel, I write German travel memoirs and children's books with traditional publishers.
I'm literally just walking around smiling the entire time. You know, there's just places that fill your cup, and Edinburgh is definitely one of those places for me. I'm so happy today. Edinburgh, a place where you're constantly out of breath from climbing all the stairs. I'm almost there. I need to sit down. That would be the sun just pushing up behind Arthur's seat there in the back. Oh yeah, that's the good light now. You see all those reflections in the windows. Sunrise is upon us. You know, people talk a lot about romanticizing your life. I am feeling very romantic this morning. And there's two things I like to do to romanticize my life. And the first one is to get up early. And the second one is to listen to classical music wherever I'm walking. Classical music just adds that feeling of you're in your own movie. You're the main character of your own movie kind of thing. That's what I was doing when I was walking up here. I was just listening to classical music, and that's also just so fitting for this city. And now I'm gonna make my way down again. Gonna have breakfast with my family, and then we're gonna explore the old town and make a day of it.
The National Museum has always pulled me in with its whimsical charm. Glass cases filled with curiosities, each one sparking new stories in my imagination. On this bright winter morning, Greyfriars Kirkyard feels more peaceful than haunted, though I know the names on these old stones have inspired many tales. Across the meadows, Arthur's seat watches over the city like an ancient guardian. I could spend hours wandering these paths. Down in Grassmarket, centuries of stories echo off the stone walls, Victoria Street curves above like a colourful ribbon, and on a glorious day like this, a visit to the castle is, of course, a must. At this point, I've gotten pretty hungry and could also use a little nap. But first...
One of the bookshops I wanted to go to was closed, and the other one didn't have anything that I have on my list. And I am not allowed to buy a book that is not on my list of books I'd like to read. So now I'm going to leave the second-hand bookstores behind, and I'm going to make my way to the famous Waterstones shop in Edinburgh, which has a beautiful cafe with views of the Edinburgh Castle. I've never been there, so let's see if I can find my way there. Waterstones. I just got lost and then I ended up here, which is where we're going tonight. We're going to watch Treasure Island in the Lyceum Theatre. So now I already know where it is, which is very handy. Now I need to find my way to Waterstones. Found it. Just across the road. Oh, what a day though. So Waterstones, the bookstore, I loved. The cafe, I mean, I can totally see why it's so popular, because the views are just amazing, but it was, as you might figure, incredibly busy. So there was a long queue to get coffee, so I didn't end up going. I almost got killed by a bus, Jesus Christ. I didn't end up having a coffee there, so now I'm just going to head back to the hotel. I did buy 2 lovely books that were on my list. Madeline Miller's Circe and Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. They're 2 really beautiful books and I can't wait to start reading. But for now my feet are pretty tired. And I'm going to go back to the hotel, have a little nap, a little lunch. And then later on we go to the theatre. Jesus Christ. That was the cannon. Okay. That was the castle cannon. I just thought there was an attack. I just got such a fright from the cannon. I walked past here at 1 o'clock sharp, and that's when they fire the cannon for the tourists. How's that for timing? So I've just come back from my little book haul and I had a long shower and I think I actually burnt my cheeks a little bit. It was such a sunny day, so yeah, cheeks are definitely a little bit burnt. You might hear the washing machine in the background. We're very lucky we have a washing machine in our hotel room and we're about to fly back to Australia, so it's very handy to get some last minute laundry done before the long flight. But yeah, it's been an absolute fantastic day. Whenever I'm in Edinburgh, and I've been here quite a few times, there's that little bit of, almost a little bit of sadness that comes with being here, because it's never long enough. I'm always just here for like a couple of days, and goodness, that washing machine was really loud. The last time I was here, I actually bought this little Scottish ring as a reminder of my special bond with the country and the city. So there's really like two hearts beating in my chest. There's one that absolutely loves wildlife and open spaces and nature, and there's this other part of me, very European part of me, that really enjoys cobblestones and cafes and getting lost in the crowd. And I actually have an idea for a book that I would love to set here in Edinburgh, but in order to do that, I would really like to spend some more time here. Like right now, I'm very much a tourist, and I always stay in the old town, and I always go to my touristy favorite places, and I'd love to just be a local here for a while. If I was to make goals for 2025, that might be a goal, but I have actually decided that this year I am not going to make any goals. I'm not going to make a vision board. I'm not going to make any plans. This year it's going to be all about the vibes and the energy that I would like to bring into this world. It's going to be very much about how I would like to feel every day. However, there is one thing I'm going to do now at the start of the new year, and that's something I saw Lee Bardugo posting about on Instagram. And she said she had this great idea of doing the things you would like to do or achieve in the upcoming year, to do all of those for at least 15 minutes on the first of the new year. So the first day of the year is supposed to be a mini version of your entire year. So today is technically already the 2nd of January, because I was spending New Year's Eve with my family on Loch Lomond. But anyway, I think it still counts. So I'm going to read, I'm going to write. I'm in my favorite city in the world, so that's already a great thing. And I'm just going to, basically try to live my best life today. So we've just come back from one last breakfast, and now it's the last 5 minutes in this beautiful city and in this beautiful hotel room. And in German there's a saying, it's with one laughing and one crying eye. Mit einem lachenden und einem weinenden Auge are we now leaving the city. Everything is packed. The reason why I am also happy and excited to leave is because we're going home. We're going back to the southwest of Australia, and it's summer over there, and it's the best time to be there. So obviously it's also great to come back home. But yeah, from the next video onwards, there's going to be a sense of normalcy. There's going to be a sense of home. Can't wait to show you where I live and what I do when I'm not traveling, and how my normal day-to-day looks like. So I hope you enjoyed this wee little travel vlog, and I'll see you next time from Australia. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.